The car market has to crash, and here's why. Finally, there is so much supply on dealer lots, and there's not as much demand. It's as simple as that, supply and demand, and dealers are finally losing money. They took full advantage of the opportunity over the last few years, trying to do markups, addendum stickers, additional dealer profit, and some stupid dealerships still are trying to do it till this day. They just can't understand those times are over. But you have to realize supply and demand, it's the market. It's how it's going to happen. And people are saying, hey, this F-150 used to cost $53,000. It came with the V8. It was a nice pickup truck. And now it's, literally $75,000. And it's just not what I want at the end of the day. So people are just saying, hey, I'm done with this. I'm not going to do it anymore. And I'm out of it. And it's every single manufacturer. It's not just Ford. It's not just Stellantis. It's every single manufacturer. And even like Toyota, which is doing better than others, they are still having so many issues with reliability. They're kind of losing their name to a lot of people, to be honest. So Toyota's having their issues. You have Nissan that's going to have to sell off their whole company, and you go to their dealer lots and the prices are insane. And I mean, literally $50,000, $60,000 Nissan Rogues. I mean, it's just insane on the prices over at Nissan. And then you go over to Ford and they have lines and lines of 2023 and 2024 F-150s that they just cannot sell. And they're all $70,000 to $80,000 to $100,000, and some even $154,000. Yeah, that's an issue. So every single manufacturer, and General Motors is one of the better domestic manufacturers. They're doing better than, let's say, Ford and Stellantis, let's say in the stock market and stuff, and on paper, they're doing okay. But at the end of the day, you still have dealers that have a bunch of 2024 models. And I even know one GMC dealership with the 2022, but it's because they added an extra package that cost $30,000. Think about that. Whenever you add it to an expensive truck already that's already overpriced, yeah, people are like, I'm out of it. And here's the deal. You have everyone's getting crunched from every end. Your housing went up. Even if you already own a home at a low interest rate or paid off, probably your insurance went up. So all this stuff's going up on your car insurance, your home insurance. A lot of people have credit card debt. Over $7,000 in credit card debt is what the average is, and over $7,000 of negative equity. Think about how bad that is. That's just a terrible combination. Credit card debt's at like over 20% interest. Combine that with the car payment and the negative equity. It's just a terrible thing. And people are getting crunched from every end, and they're trying to get a new car, but now the bank's saying no. And that's the thing. People will always keep buying cars in America. That's one thing that people leave comments. They're like, there's a sucker born every day. I mean, these cars are going to sell. That's a fact. The problem that we're going into now is banks are saying no. They're saying, hey, you have $11,000 of negative equity. Yeah, this ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen. They're saying no, and people are like, oh crap, I've never been declined before. And I'm hearing even some of the better credit, they're just like, hey, we need a down payment. We cannot roll over because there's something called loan to value ratio, and they're only allowing 110, 115, maybe 120% of the actual vehicle's value. Back in the day, I've heard of times when they were going to like 150, 200%. I mean, it was crazy. Now, not so much. They're getting a lot tighter, and they're saying no to people, and that's why they're going to get turned away, and they're going to sell less cars. And a lot of the greedy dealerships put their customers in that situation by charging $10,000 market adjustments on Kia Tellurides and stuff like that. Charging all these market adjustments and addendum stickers, you put your customer even farther behind. Now they're trying to come back and get a new car, and they can't. And it's not even just the dealership. It's also the manufacturer and all this stuff going on. And here's the deal. 2025 models are cheaper than 2024s. That's how bad they messed up. So some manufacturers are trying to fix the situation by lowering MSRPs, increasing rebates, and begging their dealerships to take their inventory. But guess what? Dealers are saying, I can't take allocations. I'm screwed. I'm losing money on all this old inventory that I'm paying interest on and I cannot sell. And it literally combines. You could think about compound interest in your 401k. It's the other way around because they're paying interest on all those cars, and the longer it sits, the more it costs them, and the more they have to discount it, so it's just a lose-lose for them. And it's like, hey, you guys had the car when you guys were trying to get a markup a year and a half ago. But now you're trying to sell it at a discount, and you guys lost because you guys were trying to get all the money. But even if you didn't, unfortunately, the manufacturer increased the price so dang much in a lot of situations, and the quality is lower than ever, especially with Stellantis, because they were cutting costs like crazy. But pretty much every manufacturer's quality went down from 2020 to 2021, 22, and you're paying the highest prices. So it's highest prices with the lowest build quality probably in a long time with new vehicles. So overall, not a fan. That's why the crash has happened, and that's why Americans are saying we're done. New car purchases, they might go up maybe if prices come down dramatically, but I don't think in 2025. It's going to take a few years to get that going because they really messed up. Let me know what you think. Have a great day and stay blessed.